Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Loving Little Learners. I wanted to share with you guys what I plan on doing for my parent-teacher conferences that are coming up very, very soon. So for the first time ever, we are having virtual conferences. This is new to all of us. And I just really wanted to create a way to make this a more fun and inviting experience for both us and for our parents and students who may be attending. So I've created this fall theme Bitmoji classroom to walk my parents through all of the information I want to provide for them as far as how their student is doing. Also, I could share work with them and just create a really cohesive and fun environment for me to deliver all of this information. So as you see, this is my welcome slide, and I will be linking this resource below. So definitely go ahead and check out that description box if you're interested. If not, these are just ideas I want to share with you all. So here is my welcome to my parent-teacher conference slide. If you do get this resource, you'll see on the next page, you have access to a digital parent-teacher conference sign-up sheet. All you do is click on the clipboard up on the top right, and it will take you to a spreadsheet on Google Sheets for your parents to go ahead and access and insert all of their information so that you can create a conference sign up sheet so that you can make sure that you keep up with all your times for the day. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So you click on the clipboard and it's going to take you to a page where you make your own copy. That copy looks like this. So you have a parent teacher conference sign up. What you will do ahead of time is go ahead and insert all of the dates and times that you would like to host your conferences. And then your parents would just simply go in and insert in their student name as well as the parent or guardian's name. There's also an option to check this box if your parents would like a phone call instead of a virtual conference. Not all parents are completely comfortable being on Zoom or Google Meet. So I would go ahead and offer that as an option for them, but you don't have to, and you can just take out that column if you would like. You can share this on whatever platform you're using, whether that's ClassDojo, Seesaw, Google Classroom, Remind, ClassTag. It's just a link, so you can share it anywhere. What I do want to remind you to do is go to the share button and you want to change your share permission. So you want to make sure that you are allowing anybody to edit because you want to have them go ahead and put in their name. So what I do have in the black box, there's a description that I don't want anybody to go ahead and change anything that they don't insert in themselves. So we're kind of just going with a trust exercise here where we're going to trust that, everybody only edit what they are putting in and things that are pertinent for themselves. So go ahead and change those permissions and share out that link to your families. And when you do, you can go ahead and just delete this slide from your slideshow because this slide is for you. So let's go to the next slide. So here is just your welcome slide where I would definitely go ahead and take the time to welcome your parents to your conference. Let them know how happy you are that they're there and really thank them for the role that they're playing this year for their students and just helping support our classrooms while we are virtual learning. We can't do this without our parents, and they are such a big part of the success of this year so far. So I want to make sure that I'm going to take the time to thank my parents at this point and just again welcome them to our virtual classroom. And then they get to see what it looks like to be inside of a fun Bitmoji classroom. The next slide is for student reports. So what you would do is go ahead and change out all of the student name sections and insert in your actual student names. And then I will show you how to link these names to a specific student report. If you don't want to use the student report that I provide here in this resource, you can just link it to a PDF that has your actual student report from your school. like the actual report card that you'll be sending out. Or again, you can just use the student report that I have here in this resource that's completely editable and customizable to however you want. So let me show you that. And Sarah Smith is just an example student. This isn't any real information that I'm providing, but I wanted to show you guys what a student report would look like when it is complete. So you would have your student name and this table here where it's broken down by subject, the grade that they got, and then any comments that you want to share with your parents in regards to your students in that specific grade. So that's all to the left. You can take out this table completely and put in whatever you want. You can edit the subjects and the font, whatever you want. You can customize this completely. The only thing that you can't customize on these slides are the headings, like where it says student report or welcome and things like that, where I'm using font that I've paid for. On the right-hand side, what is meant to show is basically like a student portfolio where I'm taking snippets of their work and sharing it with parents. So on Seesaw, which is what is really cool, is that any activity that you complete on Seesaw, you can generate a QR code. So as you're presenting this to your parents, you can have them scan this QR code that I have here on this top left, and they can see the assignment that you are going over and explaining to them. So they can see it on their phone and follow along with you if you do want to use QR codes. And I'll show you guys how to get that from Seesaw in just a second. You can go ahead and just take a screenshot of their student work like I did here to the right, where they're writing CVC words and even trying to go beyond CVC words. Again, I teach kindergarten. Here's another screenshot, but this screenshot I've linked. So this count by 10 one here, you can see if I click on it, I'm going to be taken to that actual video of the student's work. So once it generates, you guys can see, here's the video. I can play that live for my parents as I am presenting the screen to them on Google Meet or Zoom or Teams or however you're conducting your conference. So those are some ways to kind of just share some work from your students that you're proud of and that you want to explain in further detail to your parents. Down here is a screenshot from a report that I've generated on ESGI, which is our assessment platform that we use. It is absolutely amazing. And next week, I actually plan on creating a video going over ESGI in detail and how I use ESGI to actually get all of the data that I need for my report cards while we're in virtual learning. And even you can use it in person. And I'll also share a discount code then. So definitely stay tuned for my video for next week to go over ESGI. But so I wanted to go ahead and show you how you go and grab that QR code from Seesaw and then also link your activity. So let me go ahead and go to Seesaw. So here's just my Seesaw journal. And this is an activity from my sample student. So if I go to the three dots on the bottom right of your activity, whichever one you want to choose, you can just go ahead here and then go to Get Post QR Code. And that's going to generate a QR code for you. And you just right click, copy and paste that into your student report for your conference. You can also go to Share Post. And this is how I got that link. So I would go to Share Link and just highlight, copy that, and then add it onto my screenshot of the activity kind of like thumbnail that I want my parents to see. So those are two ways that you guys can go ahead and share some student activities and work that they've done. You guys can go about creating the student report page however you want. Like I said, it's just going to be completely customizable. You can edit whatever you would like. You can take out this student report page altogether and just put in your own PDF or your own picture of the student report card to replace this if you rather just go over something like that. So tons of options. You can just use the Bitmoji room and put in your own information. You can edit this slide however you would like, but the options are there. If you go to this question mark on the bottom, it's going to take you guys to a questions room, and it looks like this. So this is just basically where you take the time to ask your parents if they have any questions, comments, or concerns that they would like to share with you. As you see here, there's a 10-minute timer on this slide, and this is completely removable. If you do not want to use this timer, definitely remove it. It is completely up to you. I like the idea of the timer just because it's really hard when you do go over your time for a meeting and it runs into the next meeting, and then all of your meetings then get thrown off. So this is just a way to kind of display the amount of time you have until the end of your meeting if you would like. Again, that is up to you. It's optional. You can literally just click on it and delete it from the slideshow if you're not interested in using it. If your parents do want to discuss more, I would invite them to schedule a separate meeting with you where it's just a one-on-one meeting. You can do it virtually as well, and they can ask, as many questions as they would like, or get resources or whatever it may be. But we do have to respect the time of everybody. So I really like maintaining and keeping up with my schedule during these days because it's really fast paced and you have a lot of people scheduled and waiting, and people are taking time off of work and whatnot. So that is there as an option if you would like to use it. So let me go ahead and show you how you would customize the slide if you do go ahead and grab this resource. So on every page, I have a little note section where I'm showing you either how to change my Bitmoji for your own. So like I said here, you can use your Google Chrome extension for your Bitmoji and type in the word pose to replace my Bitmoji with your own. If you go here to student reports, I showed you guys that this was linked. So what you would do is just go ahead and add in all of your own student names, and you can just, let's do a name. And then I'm going to go and highlight it. And then I can go to insert link here on the top, or I can just simply right click and go to link. And here you're going to go to slides in this presentation. So once you do that, you're going to choose what slide is for that student, John Long. And let's say his slide is slide 6. And once I go ahead and link that, you'll see that it turns blue. You can highlight that and change the color here using the A, but the blue kind of goes along with the theme of the room. So it works for me. Once you do that, you can see if you click on the name, it's going to take you to this sheet, which is where you'll insert all of the information for John Smith. You're going to want to go ahead and make one template where you're putting in all of your subject areas that you do teach, and then right click and duplicate the slide for as many students that you have in your class. And all of the duplicated slides, this link to the questions page will still remain the same, and it will still work and take you to that last question slide. So here on this slide, I've given you ideas in the notes section on how you can go about adding in different student work for their portfolio side of the notebook. And like I said, you guys can edit this completely on the table as well. So tons of options. Like I told you guys, I am going to link this resource below. This one is fall theme for fall conferences. I plan on making another one for spring conferences that has a different theme as well. And I really am interested to hear how your conferences go. So if you do use this, or even if you don't, please leave a comment on the video and let me know how your conferences go. This is new to all of us, and we're all learning and working together to try to find, the best practices for all of this virtual all of these virtual and distance learning things that we're having to do, like open house and conferences and just learning all together. So I would love to hear from you all and see what you did, or see how this resource worked for you if you do choose to use it. But again, let's just share with our learning community and give back to one another. and help each other out through this time with resources, ideas, whatever it is that we have. So go ahead, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Loving Little Learners. Check out that description box for the link to this product. And stay tuned for my next video next week, going over ESGI and how you can use that platform for virtual assessments and data tracking. For distance learning. It's honestly amazing. And like I said, I'm going to give you guys a discount code for $50 off. So definitely stay tuned. And I hope you guys watch my next video. Thank you so much.